I'll be here to hate. I'll be here to hate. I got a plan for this play. This is real. Look at your man. I be chillin' with your old man. She ain't chillin' with no clowns. I'm turning up disco with that. That weed is a whole man. You don't know, nigga, know that. I ain't nigga like a man. Just clearly, nigga like a standing up. I ain't really no fan of you. That's all. I can't take it, right? I'm moving on the road. I'm moving, I see you. You know I keep it cool. All that is so right. Ain't about no haters. I'm shining. Please fake lips. I got a plan for this place. I got a man with some papers. My nigga a tin of a nigga. You doing Jan in the face. This is reality news. I'm doing Jan in the face. I just be short and proof. I don't be here to hate. 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 I got a plan for this play. This is reality news. I'm doing Jan in the face. All right. Yeah. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Comfort Level Podcast. It's me, Jenny Schmanny. We was over here. We was live on the Instagram before we came in. And 5 o'clock just went right on by me. We got a great show coming up for you today. Oh, my God. Look up here in the corner. We got Mr. Indy coming in. He's a multimedia producer and director living his dream. He did a lot for the African-American dream. But you got to find out when he gets here. He's going to be here at 5:30. But before we get into it, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of history of what he does through video. Because the video explains it much more than I could do. All right, so let me add the video. Give me 1 second so I can figure this out.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Indy, managing member of Novelty Bytes, director of a film about a radio station, WVOE. And I have a question. Is the first all African-American owned radio station important? Is it important?
Yes.
We asked these people. Let's see what they say.
What's going on? My name is Jamie Roberts. I'm a comedian here in New York City. Working in radio myself, I understand the importance of information. What we're dealing with right now is the COVID-19 virus, and we being African Americans, did not receive that information in a timely manner. It was released to the general public, but there was no emphasis on the Black and brown communities to make sure that we get the message. So yes, there is a need for an all African American radio station in today's society. It would be viewed as a trusted source.
Hello, I'm Kenya, a healthcare worker and first responder. WVOE can use your help. We support WVOE, and so should you. Please lend a helping hand. Thank you.
My name is Bradley. I'm a healthcare administrator for the largest health system in the New York State or tri-state area. And I must admit that it's important that we acknowledge, Black ownership for this particular organization to have started during the times of the civil rights movement, and to have, continue to progress and sustain its business over the course of so many years. It's important that we recognize this and, really memorialize what it is that they've done for us. That's what the American dream is about, establishing a business and, keeping it going, providing for the people, the customers, the fans, the listeners, through all circumstances, that comfort that they provide, that reassurance that, business will continue to move forward. It's all really important, so I think we should recognize them for that. And I appreciate the opportunity to, share my feelings on this particular endeavor.
What's up, everybody? It's Rob Schwartz in the place to be, and I'm the CEO, founder of Who Mag Multimedia. We own the biggest independent hip-hop TV shows and hip-hop TV networks around the world. We do support, and we give props to WVOE, the first all African-American owned radio station. It's so cool so like them exist and give power to the independent. If you're a minority-owned business, like for example, us, we've been approached by some major corporations to buy us out. We say no. And the reason why is because we have a voice, and WVOE has a voice. So props to you, and thanks for all the support. And for doing what you do. We're so proud of you, and we're here to support you any way that we can.
What it do, man? It's your boy King Jers. You already know, representing that 365 MBK Vision, Major Inc. Man, real quick, I just want to share with you why I feel it's important to see a first owned Black radio station. I feel it's important for our people to see our people on top. Point blank, period. It's always good to see our people of color doing amazing things. If you want to own something, own it. So that's why I feel like this is very important. Be on the lookout for all of our people, man. Shout out to you, Ron Valor. Shout out to Jersey, period, NY. We see you, man. We doing big things. We out, Jersey.
Hi, my name is Nicole Hamilton Takimoto. I'm a serial entrepreneur of Takimoto Cosmetics and Takimoto Dollhouse, a lifestyle brand for men and women. Coming from so many levels of history, let's talk about the positive things in our history. How exciting it is to see other people that look like us, that are successful, that can show us the ropes and motivate us, uplift us. As Black people, we need that. We need to be inspired. We need to be celebrated and uplifted. And that's why, for me, as an African-American entrepreneur, to have our first African-American radio station was so important. I remember growing up, I loved music. I watched it day in and day out. I ran home from school to watch music and listen to music. And I think music is where it all started, right? To feel good. So I really think it's honestly truly important that we had our first African-American radio station.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, Lindor. I'm a singer, songwriter, actress, author, and entrepreneur. And I believe that it's important that as minorities, that we have ownership in radio today. Because it's nothing like having somebody that can relate to you, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. Having somebody that can speak your language, that can define you, and that can relate to you, man, it's nothing like it. All right? So you make sure that you support WVOE. It's African American owned radio station. It's your girl, Lindor. Man, support the movement. Let's go. Hey.
We just want to say thank you to the ones that has contributed to this film. God bless you. We love you and continue to pray for WVOE.
All right, guys. So let me get back in. What you guys think about that video? So we're going to have Indy come in and tell us all about why these people are thanking him and talking about the first African American radio. It started in Charlotte. He's going to tell the story. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send out an email invite for him, and he should be in shortly. So I'll just do this now. And this will be this is how we do it, folks. We just send out a little email, and you click and connect. And you what you could do is you can click and then you can connect with us. If you have any comments, please leave your comments up. I'm going to share our phone number as well with you guys. So it's Tear the Mic Tuesday. All right. And you guys can do that. I'm going to delete the old ones. Yeah, so what you guys think about radio? Do you know anybody that has music on the radio? You know, I'm not just talking about the artists that you love and the artists that you support and buy music. That, you know, the mainstream artists that we all know. I mean, like anybody that you actually been in contact with that has music on the radio. Anybody from your neighborhood, anybody that's independent that you know makes music. If you do, you know, we would like to also play their music. Do you know that I am an independent owner of a radio station? My radio station is RMC Independent Radio. RMC Independent Radio stands for Reality Music CO. Reality Music Company. RMC Independent Radio. It broadcasts 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's on Live 365. You don't need to download anything to listen to it. I got artist music on there that you may know. I'm putting artist music on there daily, weekly, whenever I get. I have DJ mixes on there. I have my own mixes on there. You know, I'm not a DJ. I'm not a DJ. The thing of it is I'm extending opportunity. Extending opportunity. So therefore, if I pay for the radio station, I'm able to put my artist music on there, and the more people that listen to it, the more revenue and royalties he earns. You know, so those are the reasons why we do it, not just to blow up the airwaves, you know. And in this age and day of marketing, you know, it doesn't often become free. It doesn't often be free for these artists, you know, and artists are living under tough budgets. We understand that. Artists are living under tough budgets. That's understandable. But the thing of it is, sorry about that, y'all. I can't do everything. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just leave it like that until Indy comes on. The thing about it is with the artists that are living below, I'm gonna call it below budget right now. You living below budget, you know, because if you don't have all those basic things that you need, you know, you need a booking agent, you need a manager, you know, they could be all wrapped up in one. And you need a publisher. You need people talking about you. You need somebody that's going to do the job. You know what I mean? And you need to come up out your backyard. This is really getting crazy. You know what I mean? When you sit there for 10, 15, 20 years and somebody's still trying to make it. What's up, Moss? What's up, Mike? Yeah, Mike, I will. You said put you on No California Love. Is that your song, Mike? Mizzalina at gmail.com. Send that to me. I'll play it. My email is okay, you can email me music if you want to email some music. I'll put it right up there in the comments. You can email music to realitymusic@gmail.com. Yeah, it pops on every station. I can make one comment and it's gonna radiate to all platforms that we're on. So that's how that works out. I'm looking for all right, I gotta figure that out at a later date. But we're waiting for Indy to come in, and when he comes in, he's going to discuss a lot with us. I do have a lot to discuss with him, but at this moment, I don't want to give away anything that he might want to tell us about. All right, but y'all know, coming up. All right. He wants me to play a story. Coming up, and I'm going to put it up right up here so y'all can see this. July 2nd. Now, I know it's a lot of events going on. July 2nd, guys. This is where we at. Right here. We outside. Okay? We got the Camden Independence Fest. It's free. Starts at 12 noon to 5 p.m. And we need vendors. We need sponsors. Okay? We have vendors. We have sponsors. But we need you. Okay? Because we don't know about you. This is the reason why that we're having it, to spread your brand around our community and your voice as well. We need speakers, entertainment acts, and all type of stuff. We are also at the end of this Community Day Fest that we're giving for free. We're also going to turn that into a live performance venue starring Gary G7 Jenkins. Y'all know him as Little G from the group Silk. Okay, yes. And also from Chicago's 90s R&B group, Public Announcement will be here. That is the group that sang several songs with R. Kelly. Yeah, yippee-yi-yo. That's that body bumping music. It's definitely going to be a ladies' night. So husbands, make sure you get them their tickets, okay? We have 3 tiers of tickets, $40, $50, and $60. Make sure you get a good seat and big, okay? And we promise big stages. Guess who's coming to the big stage with us? We open up for these mainstream artists. Camden's own Poppy O. That's right. Camden's own Poppy O is going to bring us some hip-hop sounds. Jersey, you know what I mean? It's Jersey. We're going to show y'all how Jersey do. We outside. So y'all come on through. I know you Philly people are scared. Yes, that's what I say, scared, you know, because it's one thing. Let me take this away because I want y'all really to see my face. All right, here's my face. It's one thing to be tough and prideful. But, you know, when you show your fear, no, I don't want to say when you show your fear. When you hide your fear, it's shown, okay? I see it. And the reason why I see it is because I can tell by the people that I deal with that it's not dealing with me when you ask them to come to your events. and they're only from Philly. I'm not scared of you guys. I'm not scared to say it, and I don't care. I don't. Okay? I got people in Philly that I love, but you know what? If they don't want to network and get in plugs and they think people is taking advantage of them, they're opportunists and stuff like that, you better go back and look at your past. I know that you've been given a lot of opportunities and you haven't always stood up or even earned them, but you got them. But you got them. And they're wasted. They're still wasted. Yeah. You know why they're wasted? Because you don't have money for the budget that you need to do the things that you need to do now. You're not where you want to be. You're nowhere near you want to be. You're always coming up with this new stuff and then it stops. I just can't do it. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just the first lady of real among other names. I'm just the first lady of real. And if I got to sit here and talk to myself and be here by myself, that's what I will do. But now and then you're going to listen. Now and then you will listen, okay? You're going to hear it and you know how I feel, but you ignore that as well. You know what I mean? And you don't stand beside me, okay? But you're always asking and calling for the city and this and that to stand beside you or people to listen to you or this and that, or I got problems with that, or I need this, or I need that. Try listening to mama. That's another one of my hashtags. Listen to mama. Why don't you try it? I'm just looking at the ones that didn't try it. You know, there was a few people that came, but they came because they wanted me to give them something. I gave them. I gave. You know what I mean? I gave every artist that came to my platform 20 reviews by people they didn't know, by fans of their music. They didn't know what to do with it. No appreciation, you know what I mean? No blogs, no write-up, no newspaper, no magazines. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows. The only thing they know is that you had some music on reality music platform. Who are you? Okay? Y'all done let me become more well-known than you. When I speak of your name as an artist, who's that? That's not right. That's not right for people to know me and not know you. I'm the honest God's truth. They know me and they don't even know you. But you got thousands and millions of songs and videos and connections and stuff like that. And I can talk to somebody in your own city that don't know your name. That'll be a household name. If I say Meek, if I say Quilly, it's a wrap. That means y'all ain't shit. That means y'all ain't shit. More people will say, oh, reality music. Oh, I heard of her. Oh, I heard of her. Y'all ain't shit. It's tiring. It's a little tiring. Yeah. So I'm going to play the song, another song by Spark Easy. All right. We're going to bring this in because this is a good one. Actually, let me tell you something. All right. The legends like Spark. All right. Spark's my artist. The legends like Spark. I try to keep him around legendary stuff. We've been doing good. You know what I mean? Spark's story is his own. Okay, his story is not like anybody else's, right? This is a remix of Bag. See if I can hit this up.
Yeah, is it the dope? Is it the swag? Is it the grind that gets so mad? Is it the flow? Is it the bar? Is it the hook? And give me the bag. Is it the dope? Is it the swag? Is it the grind that gets so mad? Is it the flow? Is it the bar? Is it the hook? And give me the bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Hey, baby, how you doing? She said easy, baby, coolin' hot. Fun to until the spit. Niggas who you foolin'. This that lady, break it down. Get it busy. I'm semi-auto chopper. I'm that nigga in my city. No, it's Timmy. Auto choppers got plenty. City filled with hollows and shooters. I got many cause it's all about a dollar. Purses and vibe. Call my shooters up and shoot him up. They call it for the cop. King of the streets. Don't break no beat. My goon. That's gift for me. Let's get dead. No, that's the reason. Take no talking, get this fucking. Yes, I'm freaking with the heat. Is it the dope? Is it the swag? Is it the grind that gets so mad? Is it the flow? Is it the bar? Is it the hook? And give me the bag. Is it the dope? Is it the swag? Is it the grind that gets so mad? Is it the flow? Is it the bar? Is it the hook? And give me the bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag.
Is it the low? Is it the high? Is it the hot? They get him so mad. You get him so just like a fat. If you a truck, I went in the bag. Really in my bag, like I lost my fucking wallet. My God, they make this barrel like a heavy nigga. Stop it. Someone taking something from my body. My shooter like a profit. That's that captain. Pick your pocket. 30 cents and shake and book your kickers out the socket. For my life, that money crossed it. Then lead the party. I'm young and hard.
Is it the dope? Is it the swag? Is it the grind that gets so mad? Is it the black? Is it the bar? Is it the hook? Give me the bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. Oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag. I got the bag. Bills blue. Got a couple bills still. Move coke, don't pills too. You stop playing, I still do. We the feel too. Money in the bag, girl, feel too. The skills, the streets, I feel too. Got clothes now, waiting on the pill too. My chain hang, my watch shine, we gang bang, that clock down, I drop down on my wife's ring. Got niggas doing life to write me things. Underrated poet, the lightning rings. Hey, high notes, this is the right. Is it the dope? Is it the give me the bag? Is it the dope? Is it the swag? Is it the grind that gets so mad? Is it the black? Is it the bar? Is it the hook? Give me the bag, oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag, oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag, oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag, oh no, no, no. Don't get me in my bag.
All right, let me get him in there. I think I sent it to the wrong email. Well, that was Spark Easy, Alexa, and Fred, the godson. Go it out. He's at Gmail. I sent it to AOL. I had somebody earlier with it. Omar Tyree. I'm going to tell you about that one. All right. So I just sent it now. Indy should be in a few minutes, guys. So I apologize. I know he's sitting there tapping his finger like it's supposed to have been in over 5 minutes ago, but he'll be in. So that was a song that Spark did We kept him around, legends. Fred the Godson met him. God rest his soul. Fred lost his life through a battle with COVID. Okay. When we Spark Easy met Fred the Godson, and Fred heard his two songs, Bag and New Wave. He wanted to jump on them, and this is exactly what we did. All right. So that was exactly the song. And we still have the songs. They are not published as of yet. Nope. Not published as of yet, because actually Spark Easy needs a great promotion. Okay. He's working with a record label, Grand Groove Unlimited Records. All right. And they were to devise a plan for the promotion under a certain label, and waiting on that. You know, it's going to happen. You know, things happen at times where it should happen. All right. So that's how that comes about. And what we're going to do now, we're going to Indy, actually hear me.
Yeah. I can hear you.
If I can actually hear you, because I cannot hear you.
You can't hear me?
We've been having a problem with our online guests coming on. So is it possible for you to call the call-in number? It's going across right the screen. It's 856-964-9263. 856-964-9263. And what we'll do is we'll be able to hear you as we visualize you as well. 1 second. Comfort Level Podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So we're actually able to hear you over speaker.
Okay. I think I might need some headphones.
You need headphones?
I might. We'll try this. See how it works.
Well, you're working right now, so if you just stay on the phone and talk, it'll just go over without us doing any other stuff. All right. So thank you so much for coming to the Comfort Level Podcast. We haven't formally met. I'm Janie Schmanny, the hostess. We are WCMD. WCMD is a community center at their academy in Camden, New Jersey. And we are especially glad to build and network with anybody that's looking to build with us.
Right.
That's the thing, you know what I mean? So I played your video, the questions and answers, where you got a lot of shout outs from a lot of important people.
Oh, wow, you played that? Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah, I did play it because I wanted to introduce the people to what was coming, you know?
Yeah,
so you can tell the people who you are and what you do. They already know, that you're for the African American radio.
Right.
But there's so much more.
Yeah, you can just call me Indy. I did a lot of podcasts and radio interviews over the past few months. So if you went to Novelty Soundbites at Instagram, you probably see more of exactly who I am, what I do, and what Novelty Soundbites is.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, more or less, I'm a director, musician, author, in the morning, I do cooking shows, and in the evening, I make dirty records.
No, you don't. Do you?
Yeah, I'm just playing around. That's an old Red Fox.
Hey, people go for the stuff. You know, it's
Yeah,
for everybody.
Yeah, that's an old Red Fox joke. Yeah, the movie that we have right now is WBOE, The Voice of Ebony. It's about African American ownership in radio. And I have another film that you guys can check out. It's called Versatility 3 Rewind. If you look for it, you can find that on TV and or Google it. And Ron Valor project, if you want to go on Spotify or Tidal, Apple Music, check out the Ron Valor project. But more or less where we're at, we're trying to get the WBOE, The Voice of Ebony documentary. We want to convert it into a docu-series so that we can give you guys more. So if any sponsors out there, check us out. Give us a call.
Yeah, sponsors, come on in, because with this film producing and the multimedia network, you could go a long, long way with this.
That's the goal. That's the goal. We hit 25 million potential listeners across the United States for Black History Month. All of the African American owned radio stations, the majority of them, came together. They played. If you think about it, they played the audio, 1 hour audio of the film throughout the country. So that's 25 million potential listeners. And Juneteenth. Yeah, for Juneteenth, we're going to be back on BronxNet. If you're out in the Bronx, WZZA. If you're out in Alabama, Selma, Alabama, and a few others that I can't really think of right now. So we're working.
Atlanta.
And we're on the Comfort Level podcast today.
Yeah. So you have been offering solutions and things like that. Tell us about how you got started. That's what I want to know. You had a dream.
I have a dream every night.
I mean, you wasn't Martin Luther King or anything like that, but
yeah, I mean, I've been around for a really long time. The best way to catch my full history, I did a really, really good in-depth interview on Novelty Soundbites on Instagram. You can check out that interview. But yeah, I've been around. I've been in the industry for a lot of years. I got into film working for a company called Screen Gems. When you watch movies, there's only 5 big movie studios. So Screen Gems, Universal, Century 21,
right,
Warner Brothers. Yeah, I got in doing Screen Gems, probably working on every position on a film and video set, commercial television, except for grip, I probably did everything.
Stop. Okay, stop. You said so nonchalantly, like I got into Screen Gems. Yeah. Like, how do you get into Screen Gems?
By accident. Yeah, I had I was living on Long Island. I had a cousin that he was doing it, and he pulled me in. He lived in Harlem. We lived in Harlem for quite a few years, and that's what we were doing. Yeah.
So you were trained into media and all the technology and stuff that goes with it?
I made it up as I went along. I don't know if you remember the movie with Ice Cube, when he'd be like, you got to go in there and you got to steal all of the information.
I think I watched it last night. Yeah. Look, I think I watched it last night. I watch all of them. I still watch them.
Yeah, that. So, we went ahead and did that. So, and then, over time, you want to have a little bit more control. You feel like you know what you're doing, and you put a project out there. Yeah.
I came in and I still don't know what I'm doing.
That's life. You know, that's life. Look, you learn something new every single day. You keep doing that, you'll be all right. That's how life goes. You know,
I just wanted to show everything. That's all.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all do, I show it. That's all I ever wanted to do.
Well, yeah. Well, that's very important. You know, that's one thing that I say, and I want to say here today is, you know, it's very important to be organized. You know, you got to organize your people. You got to organize yourself. You know, and a part of being organized is, you know, that people stay in their lane. You know, that's one thing that, you know, I have a bit of an audience at this point, and I want to kind of stress that and make it clear, because, you know, sometimes when I'm saying I'm doing these things, people have the tendency to think that it's magical or he's having some success with it, then I want to try it. Like, no, you don't want to try it. If you have an expertise that you do, something that you do well, do that. And really, what you really want to do is get behind like a project like ours. Let the project get to where it's supposed to go, so we can look like organized people. You know, and then
I've been waiting for somebody to take me in.
Right. Opportunities open up from when a project get, you know, to where it's supposed to go. So, you know, if you think that everybody is supposed to be doing the same thing, you know, we're not supposed to be doing the same thing. If you're a event planner, be an event planner. Plan an event for this project. If you're a you know, a promotions guy, be a promotions guy. If you're a business guy, be a business guy. But stay in your lane. Do what you do, and then let's come together and find graphic guys and camera people, and we can find everything that we need when, you know, everyone just has an expertise. This is what they're the best at. This is what you've been doing for the last 10, 20 years. You know, so it's very important that people stay in their lane and we can organize ourselves. But this is one step closer to us organizing ourselves. Yeah, I give you a short story. I met a guy that was working on Wall Street, and this guy was working on Wall Street for 10, 15, 20 years. And, you know, he happened to meet me, and then the next thing you know, he's like, you know, I want to do like some of the hip hop stuff. So he quit Wall Street. I don't know why he did that. And he started a magazine. And I never heard of the magazine. I never seen anything from the magazine. Like, it was pretty much something I guess he did in his basement or something. You know, a guy that could have helped us all learn how to be on Wall Street and make money and do things that rich people do. You know, we got to learn and start somewhere.
Yeah.
Jay-Z is doing a thing for the people in Marcy projects and educating them on how to deal with their financials so they can gain more financial success. You know, so he found people from Wall Street to come in there and show them in Bitcoin and show them in Marcy projects what they could do to make themselves some money. That's what I mean by staying in their lane. You know, now if the guy from Wall Street goes and hangs out with Jay-Z and all of a sudden he wants to be a rapper, how do the people in Marcy projects going to learn financial success and financial freedom? So everyone has to have a lane, so it's very important to stay in your lane. You know, we can organize ourselves. That's what we're doing right now. We're organizing ourselves with behind this movement of WVOE, the Voice of Ebony, a film about African American ownership in radio. Is what we're doing. That's what the conversation in the United States is about right now. And we got to organize ourselves so when the sponsors do come in, the bigger deals, the platforms do come in, you know, we look like organized people and not people stepping all over each other. So it's very important that people stay in their lane. I wanted to make that point today. I did a lot of interviews, and a lot of them were kind of surface level interviews. So let's just, you know, get a little deeper. I want to get a little deeper into it.
Yeah, that's why this is the comfort level, you know, because I did, you know, I was on Instagram earlier and I told the people, I'm like, y'all been doing the same thing for all these years. I've been watching, and why isn't it getting anywhere? And I said, the thing of it is because I'm doing all the listening and nobody else is. You know, and just like you said, to stay in your lane. People are doing too much. Staying in your lane is the best thing that you can do.
It's the best. It's the
expertise. what you're doing.
The expertise, exactly. Because we need your expertise right now. You know, what happens, you know, a lot of times it may seem like, you know, it's taken a long time, you know, to make something happen. And, you know, people have been doing the same thing for a long time. You know, they may want to change, but that's how life is. And, you know, that's the reason why in the Bible, they say no stone will be left unturned. What that means is, you know, it's going to come your way eventually. It'll come your way. Whatever the success is, it'll come your way. But you got to be organized. You got to look organized, and you got to be ready for it. And if you're ready for it, when it does come your way, you have a better chance of fulfilling, you know, whatever it is that you're supposed to be fulfilling. You know, if you're wishy-washy and kind of like trying anything, like, you know, that's like
janky.
Yeah, you want to have your expertise, and you want to allow others to utilize your expertise if they're part of you, and they're part of your unit, and they're part of your group, and they're part of your crew. You know, you got to allow your crew to exercise your expertise. You're exercising their expertise. You look organized. So when it's time for your stone to get turned over, you know, people see an organized group of people ready to go.
Yeah. Well, I'm my own team. You know that, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're part of the great people of Philadelphia, and we love you guys out there in Philadelphia, Camden.
No, I'm not from Philadelphia.
Yeah, Camden. We're at Camden, New Jersey, right?
I'm New Jersey. Yeah. I did. My artist is from Philadelphia, and my son, my nephew's son, put it that way, is from Philadelphia. So that is like how I got started in you know, just having a curiosity into the culture of music.
Right.
You know, so
right.
You know, so you know, I did a lot of stuff in Philly before I decided to, you know, I need to land, you know what I mean, in my own community.
Yeah.
You know, and since I landed in my own community, I don't even have that many more ties with the people of Philadelphia. You know what I mean?
They speak highly of you. Yeah, they speak highly of you. I heard about you out there in Philly. I heard about the work that you were doing. I know that you work with Humag, with Rob Shorts, and you must be doing something right.
I love Rob. I love Rob. I've been knowing Rob for like 15 years. Yeah, I never ran into you though.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm from Long Island, so, you know, I get to the events when I can. And you probably bumped into me and didn't know that you bumped into me. You know,
I probably did.
Yeah, I try to stay behind the scenes because, you know, a lot of times we do these creative projects. Once you're done with the creative part, who's going to do the business side? And I need help with the business side, but at some point I said, well, you know, I got to kind of like try to hammer that out. So you got to be behind the scenes a little bit to do some of the business stuff and take care of the small things that make things work. So I try to stay behind the scenes until it's actually time to do some marketing or do some promotion. So during those moments, I come out. Yeah.
Me too. You know, I always like supporting Rob and the stuff that he do. I wish I could go to everything, you know what I mean? Because that's where I learn the most. That's it. You know, for me, it's about the learning.
Yeah, we just got back from Italy about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. He's filming a movie right now, and you know I got to push the film from this side. What I'm doing for Juneteenth, because that's when we're going to be airing on BronxNet and some of the other stations, WZZA, for Juneteenth. So you know I got to work.
Yeah, well, we all got to work. You know, our center we got dance studio and stuff like that. So our dancers are going to be dancing down at the waterfront and whatnot like that. But I want to be in Philly. I want to be with Rob.
Yeah. You know, Rob gets around. He's been doing a lot of traveling lately. So, you know, been a lot of movement happening with the team.
He got a new club. I don't understand it. I'm trying to get in.
Oh, the VIP club. Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't understand it or something. I had to download something. I downloaded it, and then I don't know what it's talking about.
Well, you know, what we're working towards is, you know, two things. You know, one, you know, educating people. You know, just he's talking about NFTs, so he's trying to educate people on their finances and jumping in early and being able to, when NFTs make movement and money gets made, he's trying to show you guys how to be a part of that so you can make some money for yourselves. So that's what he's trying to do. It's a very difficult thing because NFTs are complicated, you know, but the other
But
thing,
they didn't listen 10 years ago when he was telling us.
Well, you know, it's active now, and that's what the VIP club is about. So he's trying to figure out a digestible way of absorbing NFTs so that people can learn about it, get in on it, and make some money for themselves. So that's the VIP. Yeah, the VIP is just a slick way of educating you in a way where you get some benefits, some immediate gratification, because that's what people are, but sense of long-term gratification so you can learn.
Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes.
And we got a fingers crossed towards maybe starting a festival. So that's another thing
that was nice.
And what I would like to do is I would like to try to find somebody that's in the Board of Education that deals with children between the ages of 17 and 25. So that we can start presenting this film to the appropriate age groups at the appropriate times through the Board of Education, because we know that's the best way to do it. This film is for their age group. It's not just for the older, it's for the younger, and it's for families to come together. So this film, WVOE, The Voice of Ebony, we would love if somebody from the Board of Education would reach out to us so that we can put some events together come September and going into later into
in Philly,
across the United States.
Across the United States.
Yeah, I came back from Italy presenting the film to youth groups in Italy. That's what I was doing out there, screening the film for youth groups. And the age 17 to 25 are the best youth groups as far as the Board of Education. And we'll go through the churches and the radio stations to find the older crowd. So, but we need to, we already have the radio stations. We'll start gathering churches as time goes by, but we need somebody from the Board of Education to come in and let's put some events together and put a positive light on the message that we're trying to get out.
We might have a mold. We might have a mold that we might be able to slide in and
that's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we need. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that
I'm gonna talk to my associate and see what connect she has with the Board of Education. She has some.
Yeah, well, we family now. Just telling you got some family that you want to.
We family now. That's
we
right.
Family now.
We've been family.
Yeah, we family.
We've been
now.
family.
Yeah,
just ain't know about it.
That's what it is. That's what it's about. It's about connecting our family. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, the Board of Education, we need you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll find out from her because we're doing some things with the school, you know what I mean? And she got a big voice in the school. You know, she's fighting for the children. She's fighting for the children.
The federal government gives money to the state, and the state gives money to the Board of Education, and they don't have a choice but to spend that money. The question becomes, where are they spending that money? So what we're saying is, this is a smart bet. This is a smart choice. This is very educational. It's what the people want. It's what they want, because we've already given it to them and showed them that it's what they need. So they've already accepted that. And now they're saying, well, can you do that more? And we want to just be able to do it more strategically. So they already have the money that they're spending every single year, every single semester. They spend the money. They don't have any more money. When the next semester comes around, they get a whole lump sum of money all over again. It happens every semester. And the only thing that we're saying is, let us help put the event together. Let us come together. Let us partner with you, with the Board of Education, so that we can get this message out. This WVOE, the voice of Ebony, and also eliminate some of this crime on the streets and eliminate some of the sickness that happens with people. This is very educational. You got to see it. I can't explain it enough. It's something that when you see it, you really understand. You have to have a mature mind. You're understanding. You say, okay, I see why he's saying what he's saying. Oh, I get it now. Once you watch it, you'll understand. Oh, I get it now. And then once you have that understanding, which 25 million potential people across the United States already have that understanding. We're just waiting for the Board of Education to just come chime in so we can be more strategic.
Yeah, well, we definitely already got a foot in there with the Board of Education.
Let's get in there. Let's do it.
This out.
Yeah, let's do it. You know how it works. It trickles down. It starts to work out for me, and then now it works for you. We start giving back, kicking back.
She's familiar with the paperwork, too.
Right.
She's familiar with the paperwork, too, and the funding.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
So on Thursdays, we do mental health awareness. She comes in every Thursday and we talk about it, and she deals with the school system on behalf of the children that are, that are getting suspended, that the school is doing what they are mandated to do in these situations. So they know who she is, and she wouldn't have a problem knowing who to contact to ask for what we want.
Right. Well, WVOE has a program that they do, and we've adopted that program into our film, but also into our lives. It's called Women's World. It's the Women's World program, and the women deal with the community in regards to mental health, physical health. They work directly with the hospital because WVOE is in Chadron, it's in North Carolina, Columbus County. So they work directly with the hospitals in the area when the hospitals want to deliver a message to the people to make the people safer, and they deliver it through WVOE. So we've adopted the same thing with the Women's World program. That's part of the film also, but it's a real live active program, and they deal with mental health and physical health. Because two things about it is, and this is what I learned from Uptown Radio in Philadelphia, is that people have a mental health issue with something that's called a silent depression. And a silent depression is when you're suffering in some area and you don't feel like you have anybody to reach out to and tell. Not even your homie, not your lover, not your friend, not your mother. You feel like you men may feel like they're a man and they're not supposed to suffer, so they suffer through something, but they actually in a state of depression. Women might feel the same thing, and what ends up happening is, that is something that's curable by just communicating with the right people, and having a discussion about the fact that it even exists. So you'd be surprised how far how was your day today would really go with some people.
Yes.
So sometimes you really got to connect with your loved ones, talk to your loved ones for real, not, for real talk to them. So, and that's things that I learned not only Uptown Radio, but the Women's World program with WVOE, and also one of the things that I noticed is that, there's also a physical sickness that happens, when people are not really eating as healthy as they could. And also some communities don't really give you the freshest of produce. Right. So you gotta watch out. I've had a lot of comments in the last few months where people will say to me, I gotta go on a diet. I gotta do something about my stomach. Well, there's two things about it. Diets don't really work. What you want to do is you want to have a lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. You know, maybe use intermittent fasting, which I strongly suggest. And also that one thing in your stomach is probably your liver. So you might want to, you got to clean out your liver, and you'll watch your stomach go down. And you clean out your liver by eating certain healthy foods. So, you know, these are things that I learned from the Women's World program that WVOE does. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah.
But that's good. You know, that's what we try to do. You know, we work on it. You know, we realize that, you know, we took it further than saying like it's pride. You know, pride keeps you from, you know, talking about, you know, these depressive things with trauma. All right. You know, it's a lot of environmental trauma, you know, and if we could just like save one young life, you know, that's very important for us. So we look at it as brain damage, you know, not a physical thing. It's not physically, you know, like you didn't have an accident, you wasn't bashed in your head or anything like that, you know, but we're looking at it as a reversal of the damage, you know, all the things that you're doing, that we're doing, and anybody that's focusing on the behavior and awareness, mental health awareness, recognize it as damage. And it's not like a medical thing. Doctors can't cure this.
Wow.
It can't be cured with a pill or medicine or anything like that. It has to be reversed. Wow. And it takes the person that's suffering from it, you know, to involve themselves into these programs, these talks, these meditations, these healthy eating, you know, just healthy habits to get that.
Wow. So that's what you guys are working on now? That's what you guys
do.
Wow. Yeah. That's so interesting. That's got to be helpful to somebody.
Yeah. You know, and she deals with her daughter suffered a near drowning, and that is the extent of her daughter's brain damage. My grandson, he drowned, so he's not here. So that's how me and her, you know, we start talking to each other and stuff like that, and see each other, and we just decided, you got to be here and talk to the people. I have a platform. You can just talk. Come on. That's it.
Yeah, I'm definitely sorry to hear that, but I'll tell you what though, that talking helps.
So we, you know, giving out life jackets and seminars, pool safety, you know, and you know, I hold seminars right here in this room. You know, we got a big facility. We got different. Over here, I got a set. Here, I got a set. Over there, I got a set. It's out there, I got a set. It's big. And we just move it around, you know, when we want to, and you know, we do seminars. You know, we have live audiences and things like that. We want to really start another support group. You know, but I mean, that's a way, you know, we have to deal with the thing that we're dealing with right now, but it's in the support group and book club.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I mean about the Board of Education, you know, because they can do an event. We can do an event, you know, and I mean, we don't need the Board of Education to do an event, but, you know, if you open up,
that's where most of the children are, you know, young adults.
Yeah, exactly.
They should be.
Exactly. And if you can open up, you know, if we can open up a section of room or some corner or some way when you walk in and you walk past this section right here and you just kind of see that these are services that we're providing to the community, and you can come on in here right now. You know, that's why doing events like
I
that.
like.
Yeah, we're doing events.
Where we located, there's Camden High School.
Okay.
Camden High School Park.
Yeah.
Camden High football field.
Right.
And then us.
Nice.
And we're over here. We're on 5 acres of land.
Yeah. Yeah, and the rest of the way is just having something attractive enough to bring the people out. We just have to have something attractive enough to bring people out, and that's what I mean. That's what I mean by people staying in their lane, because you guys have a lane, we have a lane, and we can do these things together. We can grow together, and over time, help a lot of people. Help a lot of people. We help each other. We help a lot of people. We help each other, and we just keep doing that over and over again. See how far we get.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing. I just want people to change their mindsets and just love each other. Love our culture, love our people. You know what I mean? We're killing each other. You know what I mean? For no reason.
But that's the reason why I wanted to do a film like the way WVOE, The Voice of Ebony, is. That's the reason. One of the things I tell people behind the scenes is, we need to do a better job addressing Hollywood, addressing Black Hollywood, and just saying that we need to have better control over our image and what we look out there, because a lot of people follow what they see. So, if the only thing that people see is, so take African American, for instance, but then, take African American people history does not start at slavery.
Mm-mm.
We are speaking in the English language. You know who invented the English language? Africans in Timbuktu in Egypt. The English, the most sought after language across the planet Earth, was invented by Africans. There's so many things that we can say, as far as like our rich history. It doesn't start with slavery. But what happens is when you watch the movies and you watch TV, they make it seem like everything starts from there. But then you have the children believing that everything starts from there, and that's just not true. But if you ask them out on the street, anywhere, I've done it plenty of times, everything that they say is, well, we started here and everything. So that's why I wanted to make this film the way I wanted to make it. And that's why I wanted it to be a docuseries, so we can continue educating people to say that you have a rich, one of the richest histories. The richest man ever exist on planet Earth was Mansa Musa, a Black guy, so African. So the point to it is, we have to have control over our image, so that when people see us out there looking good, doing good, being helpful, successful, making money, making it happen, they say, I want to be like that. And not, I want to be
scary.
Right. So, that's why we wanted to do what we're doing the way we're doing it. And we're finding some success with it. And we're finding reasons to, speak to bigger platforms and kind of like, we're not asking, like we're not asking,
right.
We're just basically saying that this is what you should be doing and this is what you should be a part of. If you have this sponsorship money that you spend yearly anyway, we're the people that know how to do it right, get the message out right, and the people have spoken already. People across the United States have spoken already. They love what we're doing already. So, it's just feeding them more. Yeah, it's just feeding them more. So, but that's why it's so important to control our image, because it's ours, because it's our image. We know what we want to look like when we're out there. And
and we waited so long.
Yeah,
we waited so long. I think that 2022 is probably the best year ever it could have been 2021 for Black folks, for African Americans, because the Juneteenth, not only that, but a lot of things that unfolded, even though we were appeased a lot on some things, but a lot of things unfolded towards our feelings.
Yeah,
and how important we were.
Because now when you have corporations, you have what they call a diversity officer.
Diversity.
So someone in these different corporations, it's their job to make sure that they're addressing diversity, making sure everyone has a chance.
But they've been at that.
Huh?
They've been at that. They just was doing a lousy job. They had them.
So you know they're doing it. They're doing it.
Like tokens, man.
We'll give them a bone. You know, we'll say that they're doing a better job now. We'll you know, and in the spirit of whatever, we'll give them a bone. But you know, then you got guys like, you know, you take a guy like 50 Cent that, you know, just like is like he pretty much runs a TV channel that we all heard of that never looked at, and now he got the best shows on television. We got billionaires that are just, you know, popping up every time you turn around. You know, so you know, I mean, a lot of things that are happening, and you know, on a smaller level, we're reflecting, but you know, we could actually come together and organize ourselves just a little bit better so that we can get more out of situations that come our way. You know, and you know, that's, you know, sometimes, you know, some people are really good at managing situations. You know, some guys are goons. Goons is just make sure things are going right. You know, at the end of the day, everyone has a skill and a talent that this is what they do, and if we can organize ourselves, you know, maybe we'll be the next crop of people that everyone else talks about, looks at, and says, "I want to be that."
I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's the organization that's going to make it happen. It's not going to be luck. It's not going to be, you know, someone did something so creative that it was, you know, it's not going to be any of that. It's going to be the organization. If we can organize ourselves, we can do it. If it doesn't work the way we want it to, it's either because we didn't organize ourselves correctly, or maybe we need some changes in staff.
Well, you have too many good people to completely fail. You know.
Well, you know, I mean, when you fail, you learn. So, yeah. I you know, I don't have a problem saying when I failed, because I know I learned. I learned something. You know, and whatever it is that I learned.
Some of the failing we can skip. You know, because that's why you have collaborators that know different things.
Right.
That's why you say stay in the lane. You know, it may be my lane, but I may not know something, so I can collab and find out and bring it over to the lane like I'm supposed to.
Yeah, because what we really want to get to is like mentors, mentorships. You know, like everybody in the hood got an OG, you know, somebody that they go to that's like, look, you know, let's talk. And everybody have one of those. You know, we just need business OGs, business mentors that are super successful and see what you're trying to do and pull you in and say, let me give you a little guidance because I've been where you are and I know what it is that you're doing. So some other people, not on a superstar level, not on a billionaire level, you know, you got people that are just down the block that are successful. They drive right past you. They see what you're trying to do, and maybe they don't know what you're doing, or maybe they do know what you're doing, but maybe they're just not going when they need to. So they need to come back this way just as much as we're going that way. So if you're going down the road or you're in your lane and you're trying to get to where you're trying to get to, maybe you need somebody else that's going to come and say, I see where you're trying to get to.
Yes.
And let me make sure that you get the rest of the way. So we need some of those.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we all need some of those, because I don't care who you name. There's going to be somebody that person goes to for an OG status or mentorship or do. So some of those people that get that information need to turn back around and give some of that information, honestly, to people like us. and we do different things. So, you know, it doesn't mean that, you know, you got to have some big group session, but, you know, but that's what that's the part of organizing, you know, that we're trying to accomplish on a daily basis, every single day. You know, we're reaching out, we're reaching up, we're reaching back, we're reaching side to side.
That's right. And the new ideas people come up with, some of them work. You know what I mean? Some of them that stay around for years and years and years, and it becomes legendary stuff, nostalgia. You know, like for exist. I had interviewed DC Glenn. You know who he is? DC the Brain.
I'm semi-familiar.
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I interviewed him, and he just that song, whoop, there it is, that phrase and stuff. That was just something they was playing with. He told me that it was just something they was doing, to watch the girl walking down the street. Whoop, there it is, and you know, and that phrase is here to stay. It's never going nowhere.
Yeah, I remember his engineer. I was working with his engineer once upon a time. I remember those guys. I mean, you know, sometimes what happens is things come together the perfect way at the perfect time, and they come together for you. You know, the only thing that, you know, I can recall in some past successes that we had was that when everything starts to really work, you know, guys, you know, get a little egotistical.
Yes.
When you start noticing people going their separate ways, because everyone thinks they're the shit until they find out that, you know, the magic is over. It's over. So what I try to do is work with guys that have a level head, that's not going to be big-headed, that's not too big vanity. You know, that's just going to keep a level head and just realize that it may seem like success on the outside, but it's actually a lot of hard work that we're doing, and it's the work that gets us where we're going. So let's just continue to do the work.
I know.
You know,
I did some things. Thank you. You just confirmed some things that I did. Yes. I feel better.
Yeah, because you know somebody might give you a check for 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, and you know people start acting like they done struck it rich and they so ill and they so this and they so that.
And you never get another dime. That might be the only dime you ever get.
But with that never getting another dime part, it's always gonna sit right there. That 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, you got guys that make 100 million with no problem. With no problem. 1,000, that ain't no money.
There's no money.
Tyler Perry cannot create a whole studio where people come from all over the world just to look, not just to work. It's a tourist site by this point in time. They're putting out films whenever they feel like it. He couldn't have did all of that with $10,000. So what you supposed to do with your $10,000? But if you keep working, the goal is to get to the Tyler Perry status so we can do whatever we want to do whenever we want to do. We need more Tyler Perry. We need more Jay-Z's. We need more Rihanna.
Yes.
You know, we need more business people that no one knows their name, but they're as successful as the names I just mentioned, maybe even more. We need more people like that specifically as mentors and just in the neighborhood. So that's what we're working towards. So I try to work with people that I feel like if it came time and we start having some real success, you know, the people I work with is going to be level-headed. And that's why you only see me that's why you only see me with certain people. That's why you only see me on certain shows. You know, what we're doing is maybe not the biggest in the world, but the people that I work with are solid.
I do the same thing. I like to watch where I go and pick and choose where I go. And I know there's certain people at around me sometimes that don't understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always say, because I'm trying to keep it real. You know what I mean? But I know that, you know, it's steps to take before you even get real. You know what I mean? But people, we were always told, you know, you're more like the company that you keep. You know what I mean? And the people that you be around, the more the things rub off on you. So everything that you're saying, you know, I'm making faces and eyebrows. That's what I do.
Yeah, but I heard.
Because it's like light bulbs. When my eyebrows go up, that's the light bulb. And you're actually saying things that I've said before that I think, and the way that I move. You know what I mean? That's why I'm sitting here by myself.
Well,
exactly.
I just hope that that what you said in the last minute and 30 seconds, that people really heard you and absorbed that, because I can't, ain't nothing I can say on top of that. That's the best to get. You know, everything that you just said just a minute ago, that's the realest to get.
That's just it. You know what I mean? I basically cut off all the stuff that wasn't going in the direction that I want to go in, you know, and I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that. And people don't understand why I don't want it.
Well, you know, I mean, for me, if it's not business or business related, you know, then, you know, it's my kids, or, you know, me just making sure that I'm eating healthy and you know, and living my best life, you know, from a health standpoint, and mainly, most importantly, protecting my peace. You know, peace of mind, my kids' peace of mind. That's my main objective on a daily basis, no matter who I'm around. You know, sometimes, you know, I kind of feel like people see people like you and me get us in a situation where there's a lot of people around and try to put us out there like as spectacle to see what we're going to do and how we're going to respond. Not really realizing that we're the people that's trying to help the community that you need to protect. You don't want to put us out there on the front street or on the front line. You want to keep us in a safe space so that we can continue doing this community work that we're doing and helping you, and realizing that the better I can do for me is the better I could do for you. And
yes,
the better you could do for you, you should be saying, well, there's certain good people out here that I would give a helping hand to. And tell me I'm not one of them, you can't tell me you're not one of them. So, you know, sometimes we get around different people and they don't treat us the way we feel that it's conducive to our business or conducive to our family. The family always comes first. In those two categories right there, you know, I got to keep pushing on you. I don't have no problem with keeping
pushing on you.
I'll keep pushing on you in a minute. You know, you know, but I like to talk to everybody. I'm social. I like to kick it with everybody. You know, ask you how you doing, make sure that you're all right. I put something inside my mind, you know, to try to figure out, you know, how can we still help somebody that may not see 100%?
Yeah.
You know, you still got to try to keep them in mind when you're doing, you know, the things that you're doing. But you got to protect yourself. And most importantly, you got to protect your peace of mind.
I just started getting peace of mind. I just started getting peace of mind. Trust me and believe me.
Yeah,
last year I had a heart attack.
It's definitely a real thing. You know, I mean, you know, but we're doing WVOE, the Voice of Ebony, and this year, 2022. For the work that my company, Novelty Bytes, for the work that we've been doing, they had the biggest fundraiser that they've had in years.
Damn.
So, you know, they reached, you know, we might not have, we might not have been able to do things on levels that we kind of really wanted to, but that's an accomplishment for us, and that's an accomplishment for them. So, you know, we're happy with what it is that we're doing, and you know, we just want to do more. But they definitely had the biggest fundraiser that they've had in years. So, you know, we just want to kind of like put that out there because I know that there's some business people that are listening. What we're doing is
so tell us a little bit about the fundraiser. What was that for?
So WBOE, the way they do it is they hold an annual fundraiser. They have a membership. WBOE has a community membership where people in the community are actually members of the radio station, and just people in the general area in the community that just love the radio station and they come down and they support. And then people from other parts of maybe North Carolina or different parts of the country that, you know, may not be able to make it down to the fundraiser, but they know about it, and you know, and they donate basically. So you know, there's, you know, big level, small level, different, you know, different levels of donations and people that's giving them a helping hand. But it's a fundraiser. It's exactly what it sounds like, and it worked this year in a very, very positive way. They were able to do some very beneficial things for the radio station and for the community, and keep going, because that's the only way you can keep going. You know, you got to do fundraisers and different things. So, you know, that's one of the ways that they exist, and keep going.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're happy with that.
Yeah, I've been down there. I've been down there a few times. You know, I've been rocked out with Big Cuz and stuff.
In Virginia?
Cuz, no, in Philly.
Oh, in Philly. Oh, Big Cuz. Yeah. Shout out Mike Robinson. Yeah. He does the roller skating rink over by you. He does it's not too far from Camden. He does a roller skating rink 2-3 nights a week. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was doing the roller skating.
Yeah, they do a roller skating rink. What is that? The far something? I forget what that part of town is called.
I don't pay attention to the skating rinks no more, man. We used to go to Franklin on Sundays. Way back a long time in my life. I'm 62 now.
You're a beautiful 62. Yeah.
I'm 62, and I'm like,
yeah. I mean, for the people,
I won't get on skates. It's some things that I won't do no more.
Yeah, well, you know, he's doing it for he's doing it for the community. You know, he does. Mike Robinson is for people that don't know, is the program director for Uptown Radio, in association with the Uptown Theater that y'all drive past every day if you're in Philly. And you know, he's featured in our film WBOE, The Voice of Ebony, and he's also a DJ. So sometimes he does live shows for Uptown Radio from the roller skating rink.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I think he did tell me he was doing the skating thing.
Yeah, he's working. Yeah, he's a good guy. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do. I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of the stuff that I did with that film if it wasn't for Big Cuz. You know, he's very humble about it, but I try to figure out a new way to say thank you every time I see him or talk about him, because I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of stuff.
I didn't have a good experience when I first met him.
No?
No, I ain't gonna say it all.
Well, you know, we'll talk about that behind closed doors. But he's a
it
good
wasn't
guy.
that bad. It wasn't that bad or nothing like that. Like you just think.
Because we about to talk about you.
What are them numbers?
What
What are
we about to talk about you. He's a good guy. You know, I had to learn how to.
That's my brother.
Yeah, I had to learn. I had to learn how to deal with the fact that he's a super busy person, but he's also a live in the moment kind of person. So whatever he's doing, he's really doing it. Like he's really living in the moment.
I'm gonna tell you, I came there with something in my mind, with a job to do, and I came there and I did the job.
Right.
Nobody knew that I was going to job. Del-P was getting this interview there, and Live was there and everything. So I videoed the whole thing and everything. And nice video on YouTube and everything. And the whole entire interview got all the important points and everything down. And Ant just went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just went crazy. You know,
That's
and
what's
nobody
up.
asked me to do nothing. I just showed up because I love Del P.
Del P?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Del P. Yeah. What up,
He
Del
should
P?
be the next thing. He should be the next thing coming out of Philly.
Yeah, I mean, he's working hard. I see his name on a lot of party flyers.
Yeah, he's
doing a lot of
good.
shows and stuff. Yeah, I think he was on a little tour for a minute. Yeah.
Something you can count on.
Yeah. Is this gonna go up on YouTube? Where does this interview go?
This?
Yeah.
We're live on YouTube right now.
What up, YouTube?
It's live on YouTube. Reality Music CO.
Reality Music Studio. Novelty Sound Bytes.
CO Company. Reality Music Company.
Reality Music CO. That's the company right there. Novelty Sound Bytes.
That's it, right here. See it?
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. That's what we're doing today. We're doing
That's
it like
it
that.
right
today.
here.
Yeah.
They can scan it right off the back, right off of the banner.
I'm glad that I was able to talk to you about some deeper stuff. You know, I was out doing talks with people and they asked me, like, we talk about a lot of surface level things. And so I was glad that, that we were able to talk about some deeper subject matter. I've been waiting to be able to do that. And some of the work that you guys are doing is crazy. Like I would love to be able to put an event together with you, like with the service that you guys are doing for the mental health. Yeah, that would be
okay. Well, we
be
got a few things in mind, and anything that you have in mind, we're gonna connect. I'm gonna connect you with, we call her Mogul Queen.
Okay.
I'm going to connect you with Mogul Queen so that you're able to talk to her firsthand and let her know what plans that you have with the Board of Education, and she'll be able to let you know exactly how she can intervene. And, whatever. We have to kick around everything that we do.
Right.
I can connect you with anybody that's connected with me.
Right.
And I also got somebody that you don't know about that I will connect to. Because we're talking the same thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's make it happen.
He'll be here next Tuesday. He'll be on the interview next Tuesday, so make sure you watch.
Next Tuesday, I'll tune in. Yeah, for sure. Next Tuesday.
I had him already, but I don't know why he want to come back on another interview.
It's a good time to do it.
I'm ready to go to work. We ready to go to work.
Yeah. It's a good time to do
So
it.
I said, okay. I ain't going
Try to pick out one of these Tuesdays and go live somewhere and show people what we really up to.
He had this idea.